Hey, this is Jay Kong bringing you another classic review, and this time we're here with Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the Nintendo GameCube. Sega originally released the game for the Dreamcast in 2001, but eventually re-released it with the release of the Nintendo GameCube. That time around, they decked it out with new multiplayer features, putting a new spin on the meaning of battle. The game, while it was a critical flop compared to its Dreamcast original, was a commercial success, making the player's choice list for that console. For the most part, the game didn't change much from the original. Aside from the aesthetic alterations, single-player mode hasn't changed at all. But the biggest difference was multiplayer options. The additions were readily available at the beginning of the game, whereas the same features were unlockable content in the Dreamcast version. Overall, while the game wasn't too different from the original, it was still a lot of fun. So let's start off with the main attraction of the game, multiplayer mode. Hence the word battle. Multiplayer mode simply breaks down into battle race, treasure hunt, shooting match, and kart racing. Multiplayer mode also includes chow racing and chow karate as well, but we'll get to that later. Starting off with the battle race. Battle Race took advantage of the 3D platform system of the main game, except this time your objective is to beat your opponent to the finish line. Along the way, you can collect rings to build up for special boosts and attacks, which include speed boosts, time stops, and damage attacks. Overall, while these extra quirks made the battle race more exciting, it also got annoying. Quite annoying, especially with Amy, but I'll save that rant for next time. Going into other modes, there's also Treasure Hunt. If you like the tediousness of Knuckles and Rogue's story mode, you'll love Treasure Hunt. Just like Battle Race, it took the gameplay of the story mode and put you against your opponent. Treasure Hunt also added a little variety with new characters such as Tikal and Chaos Zero as playable characters. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle adds to the festivities with Shooting Match. Pretty much Shooting Match is just another glorified button mashing contest. Except this time you got your small Vulcan cannon, your homing rocket, and if you're fortunate enough to get it, you get a special attack as well, which varies with each character from Tails to Eggman. The Shooting Match also throws the Chow Walker and the Dark Chow Walker into the mix. Another point, kart racing. Kart racing featured all the game's playable characters in the Mario Kart-esque race. But while kart racing was fun, what really rounded out the multiplayer mode was the Chow racing and the Chow karate. In both of those modes, you could custom raise your Chow with animals and drives earned in the story mode. Moving away from the gameplay, the plot was largely unchanged, but regardless, the plot was still awesome. Like before, Eggman's at it again, except this time he's learned his lesson with ancient creatures like Chaos. Instead, he's trusting Shadow, a genetically altered life form, to help him conquer the world. Naturally, Sonic and friends get pulled into Eggman's scheme and face the daunting task of saving the world. Again. But aside from the plot and gameplay, one of the things that really impressed me was the soundtrack, which included a nice mix of jazz, hip-hop, and rock to spike your adrenaline for the races and cool your nerves for the treasure hunts. The soundtrack included artists such as Marlon Saunders and rock band Crush 40, who performed the main theme for the game, as well as for other installments of the series. Overall, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is definitely worth the playthrough with its multiplayer modes, Chow Gardens, and seemingly endless list of achievements. So until another decent Sonic game comes out, this is Jay Kong delivering you another classic review for Video Game Hour Live.